Kumbayana, kumbayana, kumbayane. Kumbayana, kumbayana, kumbayane. Kumbayana, 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 kumbayane. Kumbayana, kumbayana, kumbayane.
EWB stands for Engineers Without Borders. It is a group of people all throughout the country and all throughout the world, from engineering background, from accounting, from all sorts of different backgrounds who work together to come up with sustainable solutions to a lot of the worst problems that are being experienced in developing or third world countries relating to basic human needs, from water to power to sanitation.
Valparaiso was the third chapter across the U.S. that was outside of Boulder, Colorado. And we were one of the first to go outside of the Western Hemisphere, so it was a great, Valparaiso really pushed the envelope with Engineers Without Borders.
Last trip to Kenya was in 2008, and there were about 16 students that went to Nakuru, Kenya, and implemented 3 water pumps. 2 were solar panel powered, and 1 was a merry-go-round pump. We were all really excited about the merry-go-round pump, and so were the Turkana, the host and the Africans there, since it gave kids a place to play and also pumped water for the village.
Probably my favorite part was just the experience of working side by side with the Turkana people. Each participant in the trip had a partner, and they followed us everywhere we went and worked side by side. And that was really cool because I basically knew maybe 3 words of Turkana and they knew no English, and yet we were able to work together really well and joke around, and basically it made me realize how we have very different backgrounds, very different cultures, but we're kind of similar in a sense also.
The trip was a success. We were able to get each pump working and spitting out water, and the kids really loved playing on the merry-go-round pump.
Our most recent project is taking place in Masayara, Tanzania. It's located on the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro. The people of this community have a problem with their irrigation canal. It's very old, it's fallen into disrepair. It was built by their ancestors approximately 75 years ago. And in the period of that time, a lot of governmental power changes have happened in the country, and they have gotten out of the habit of maintaining it, of taking care of it, of fundraising for it, and of regulating it. Our goal for this project is to help them come up with a water management plan, to help teach them how to maintain the canal in the future, how to make some basic control, maintenance on the canal, and then how possibly to fundraise in the future for the canal. And so our first trip, the first trip of any Engineers Without Borders trip, is an assessment trip. It's basically to see what are really the needs of the people from their own words, and what will be the scope of the project, how much financial support will it need, what kind of technical support it will need, and possibly to build maps to get water quality samples to see if the scope might be greater than you originally thought.
When we were in the village, we conducted some health surveys and just basic demographic information that's going to help us in just understanding the village, the people that we're working with. We didn't want to just go in and know nothing about these people. We wanted to learn about them so we can better understand their needs and what they're expecting of us, and let them know what we're expecting of them. And one of my favorite parts of the trip was attending a village council meeting we had, where our EWB team sat in front of about 100 villagers, and we just laid out why we were there. We told them that we were not there to just fix the canal for them, to do it all. We wanted to assist them in fixing it themselves. We wanted to empower them, and they completely understood it, and they were excited about taking ownership in the canal, which is something that they've been lacking in the past, is just a sense of, this is my canal, I need to maintain it. And so that was a very inspirational meeting with the villagers.
Our next trip will probably be a little bit more of an assessment trip, as well as beginning to do some implementation work, in that we will begin to make some template type repairs to the canal, where we will fix a small section with them, helping us, watching what we do, and in the hopes that in the future they can make these repairs on their own. We're also going to be exploring some other options, such as water storage, and we will further explore their piped clean water network, which has also fallen into disrepair. It's something we didn't know when we went over there, but they're actually drinking out of an irrigation canal that's contaminated, but not only by animals, but by irrigation runoff and by soil deposits. So we'll have to look into their water quality as well.
EWB has a special place in my life because it gives me an opportunity to connect with people that I would have otherwise never even known about.
EWB is a way for me to use my time and talents for the betterment of other individuals who are less fortunate.
EWB has probably been one of the defining things that I've done in college. It's made me really passionate about using my engineering skills to help people who are less fortunate than I am. Engineers Without Borders means to me a way to give people in third world countries the opportunity to the same education I have been given the opportunity to. We've been blessed with parents that can provide for us in a university that's here to give us a great education, whereas the people of Masaya struggle to even get through elementary education.
Engineers Without Borders has become very important to me over my time here at Valpo. I'm still very involved in Greek life, in my academic major, but Engineers Without Borders has become my passion because, not only because you get that sense of accomplishment when you leave this village and you see the smiles on the kids' faces, but because I've really changed as a person in giving so much, of my time, and giving my own money. But in the end, I've gotten so much more than I've given, and Engineers Without Borders has been, I think I would say it's been the most valuable part of my experience here at Valpo.